Hi everybody, this is Diane. I'm just going to show you some digitals that I got from an Etsy shop that I hadn't heard of before, and I purchased several of her Fussy cut sets that I want to show you and see if you want to go over there and check out her shop. And also I want to talk about some things that are on deck, and I wasn't sure which one I was going to start with today. I've kind of done a little bit of prep work for 3 different projects, but I think I know now which one I'm going to go for. So we're going to just talk about that a little bit after I show you these. And I will talk about why my finger is blue. This is an Etsy shop called Eclectic Eggplant. I've never heard of it, and I don't know why my attention was drawn to it. And I'm sorry, my phone was ringing. I was just checking to see if I need to get it, but I don't. I don't know why, but I saw this springtime Fussy cut kit, and I decided to get it. I do have Tim Holtz Fussy cuts, the botanicals. They're not Fussy cuts, they're die cuts. And this is the second batch I've had of these because I love them so much, but I thought if I had these, I could cut them out and have them in my stash, and I could print more whenever I want to. Of course, you have to work for these, whereas with the Tim Holtz ones, you just take them out of the package. But I can work on these. I enjoy fussy cutting while I watch TV, so that'll be a good project, especially in the winter when I'm home a little bit more. But I'm going to get started on them now. So I just want to show them to you. This is the biggest of the kits that I bought. This one it's either 17 or 18 pages. I think I counted 16 here, but I thought that it said there were 18 pages, so maybe I counted wrong. I don't know, but there's a lot of pages in this set. They're on sale right now. Today's Friday, and I'm going to put this video up tomorrow, Saturday, so hopefully they're still on sale. But they're not a bad price, especially for how many pages you get. So let's just take a look at them. This is Spring Garden Fussy Cuts. We have pansies. I did this. I flipped through all of these pages once already, but I had to start the video over because I left something in the other room that I wanted to show you. Tulips. I love these. Those colors are so pretty. And I like that there's a subtle, like a border around them so that it's easier to fussy cut them, but it's very subtle. It's not like in your face. You don't really notice it, is what I'm trying to say. Pussy willows and snowdrops. So pretty. There's different sizes and configurations. You get the long, thin ones, and you get the bunches, bouquets. You even get some little words. Daffodils. I love daffodils. You get a few birds. Okay, Spring Garden Fussy Cuts. This one is Autumn Fussy Cuts. There are 10 pages in this set. You get leaves, feathers, acorns, nuts, pumpkins and corn, apples and pears, even pie. That's a very flat pie. Thanksgiving. Get some mushrooms. I think I said this has 10 pages, right? It does. I just wanted to make sure I told you that. I love the bright colors here and those mushrooms. And then these are not so much fussy cuts as just cards that you can cut out. But I printed them on paper. This one is Roses and Leaves. These cards are so pretty. Lots of pink. And now we have some red, more pink. Yeah, lots of pink. I like pink. I guess if you don't like pink, that would not be the kit for you. This one is Summer Garden Fussy Cuts. And this one has 10 pages. However, one of the pages is dandelions. And I'm not a fan of dandelions, so I didn't print the dandelion page, but I did print another page twice, which is the beauty of having these kits at your disposal, because I'll tell you why when we get there, why I printed that page twice. So this one is sunflowers and other yellows, as well as this one. Got some more roses, but these have more color. Now there's more pink. I love this page. Now, don't these look like some of the flowers that Tim Holtz has in his collections, his ephemera sets? So I wonder if they got their images from the same places, some of them. This is the page I printed twice because I like the blues. I had, Tim Holtz has forget-me-nots like this in his collections, and sometimes I want the blue in something that I'm making. I need blue, but it's hard to find blue flowers. So I don't want to buy another whole pack of Tim Holtz ephemera just to get some more blue flowers. So these I can print as often as I want. And I'll have some purple too. And then we have leaves. And then lastly, we have this set, which isn't really Fussy Cuts. They're cards. I did print these on cardstock. And this is called Grunge Ephemera. I have plenty of ephemera. I did not need these, but I liked the treatment that she gave to these. You can see it looks almost like a whitewash or a light wash with gesso or something is on them. So that's why they're called grunge. And there are 6 pages of this set. So that is Eclectic Eggplant. I will link the shop below. She does not know. I'm not associated with her. I'm not on a design team or anything. She probably does not even know who I am. But I don't, like I said, I don't know what drew my attention to her shop, because I'd never heard of it before. I don't think somebody else talked about it. It must have come up as a suggestion for me. So anyway, if you go over there, tell her I sent you. Now, I have 3 projects that I was going back and forth on which one I should do, and I've done a little bit of prep work for each of these 3 projects. I think I know which one I'm going to go with, but I've been this week was kind of intense. The last couple weeks were intense with making of the cookbook journals, which were a big hit, and I thank you all for your interest and your good comments and for the quick purchase of them. And I think I need to just putter for a while, which is not really my thing. I like to get going on a project. So I will probably start on the project that I think I'm going to work on, but it might not be very like gung-ho. I might want to work on other things in between, just puttery things. Like yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I spent some time just trying out different distress oxide techniques from a video that I saw. And I'll have to make tags out of these. I love that one. That was the first one. And it was from Amber K Creative that showed 25 distress ink techniques. So I did that. That's puttering. That's playing. That's something I've wanted to do for a while. And I wrote on the back just a little, not that one, just a little bit about what it is, so I remember what it is, and so I can try it again. These are all watercolor paper that was gessoed. That's what she used in her samples. So I want to try these same techniques on just regular cardstock, because watercolor paper is kind of heavy. But I'm going to make tags out of those. So I just want to do things like that, but also take my time and work on a journal. So the projects that I have in mind that I was thinking about, first I was thinking I would make some glue books, because they don't take a lot of time. I don't embellish them. All I have to do is pick out and cut pages and then put them together and sew them. Make the covers, of course. So these will be coming up soon. I have 5 books selected to make glue books with. But I don't think that's what I'm going to do the very next project. At first I thought that's what it was. And then I also have this project to do. It's not something I would have chosen to do, but my friend Lisa, who gives me stuff that she finds that she doesn't want. I've talked about her before, and she's given me a lot of stuff. She asked me if I would make a horse-themed journal that she can give as a Christmas gift. And, of course, I had some horse stuff, but I sold it in a bundle. But then I found a kit on Etsy. I don't have the name of that kit. I will link this below, too. And there are 9 pages, I think. 9 journal pages, but a lot of pages of ephemera, more than I could use in one journal. So I'm going to make 2 journals, so I will have one for my friend, and I will put one in my shop. I know there are horse lovers out there. So I'm working on cutting ephemera, so I've got quite a bit cut here, and I do have a few things that I've saved. Since she asked me, I found a few more horse items, so I know I don't normally do custom orders, but she's my friend, and she gives me things that I can use and I can sell. Sometimes I purchase things from her, but mostly she just gives them to me. So I'm not going to tell her no if she asks me. And she's going to buy the journal that I make, but I'll probably give her a discount. So anyway, you get lots of pages of ephemera. It's called Horse Lovers, and it doesn't have the name of the Etsy shop on these pages, so I don't remember. But there are quite a few pockets and journal cards and even these fun little numbers, and there's a postage stamp there. Just tons and tons of ephemera. Can you see it all there? Little horse die cuts. So lots. Plus the 9 pages, which I'm not going to get into showing you all of that right now because you'll see it when I actually make the book. But I found these 2 book covers in my stash that I can use. So I was thinking maybe I'll get that done so I don't have that. I don't have to think about getting her book done. But she wants it for Christmas, so I've got time. So what I think that I will do is a project I've wanted to do for a long time. I bought this really fun book several years ago. And every time I do a book cover de-stash, this one survives the de-stash cut because I just love this book cover. This is a book called Sunny Sam, and it has very odd characters in it. The characters, and the creatures, they remind me of the L. Frank Baum Oz books with the weird characters that are in those books. Right here is a kangaroo pig that apparently they're riding. I don't know if they're flying or just jumping high in the sky, but it's just really cute. The pictures are so cute, and I love the colors. So I think I might make this. It's just going to be one book, and I like it when I just kind of slow down and do one book instead of 2 or even 3 books. So I picked out pages and cut out some of the images. Yeah, it looks like they're flying through the sky. This looks very L. Frank Baum because they're one of his books. He has they're in, I forgot the name of the king, the Gnome King, Nome. And there are jewels. I don't think they're living jewels, but anyway, it just reminds me of L. Frank Baum's characters. So it's really fun. So I picked out some pages to use, and I looked at the cover to come up with colors. There's orange and green and blue, and of course yellow. So I went through my ephemera and just pulled out anything that caught my eye color-wise. And then there were these images from Victorian ephemera that I found at flea markets, and this one's real. Most of them are digitals because I made digitals of them for my shop. So they're kind of fun and kind of go with the characters from that book. Something like that with the little wings and the bright colors. So I just pulled a bunch of stuff that I could pull from. And I pulled out a bunch of these shapes that I have punched and die cut. I think mostly they're punches. So I can make clusters. I pulled out the colors that I'm looking for. So I can make some clusters to use. So I have plenty of embellishments. I had some of the clusters already put together that matched the colors. I'll probably make some fabric flips. And today I dyed some paper, and that's why my finger is blue. I used food coloring, and I dyed orange, blue, and green. And I had gloves on, but apparently there was a hole in the finger of this glove, and I didn't realize it until I was almost done. But I dyed these embossed doilies. The green, I didn't use enough green food coloring apparently, because it's pretty pale. But the orange turned out very nicely. These are greens, but baking them in the oven, some of the pages look more coffee dyed than green. So I kept, look at that, it doesn't even look green at all. Maybe that's one of the orange pages, but you can't really tell. So I did leave some of the pages on my counter, they didn't go in the oven. I'm thinking they might retain their color better if I don't put them in the oven. But there's a pale orange, and the blue turned out beautifully. So I'm hoping that the green will look better if I just leave them on the counter to dry overnight. So that's what I have to work on. I think this is what I'm going to do next. And then maybe I'll do the glue books, because like I said, I can do them quickly. But all three of these projects that I just showed you will be, I'll get to them pretty quickly. I want to do woodlands and owls in the fall, like early fall, so that you can use them for a fall journal. Maybe at the end of August or very early September, I'll work on those two themes. And then it won't be too long before I get going on Christmas journals. I don't think I'll make as many Christmas journals this year, but... So hopefully you see this video on Saturday. And on Monday, I'm hoping to get some cookbook destash stuff in my shop. I have several types of destash that I'm putting in. I have some cookbooks, like whole cookbooks. I have some big index recipe cards, and I have a bundle of miscellaneous, like junk journal supplies with a cookbook theme, and little packs of some of the shelf edging that I just got. So look for those on Monday. And I don't know if there will be a collage video this week. If there will be, I'll have to do it today probably. I usually do it on Saturdays, but I will be going to a memorial service. I'm playing the piano for it. And I don't know what kind of shape I'll be in after that. I don't handle it well when I have to go to a funeral or viewing or anything, since my husband passed. But this was the pastor that officiated at my wedding. And he was very special to me. He was my pastor as a teen. And then I was just 19 when I got married. And he hasn't been a pastor of our church, since my son, who's now 42, was a pretty young kid when he left our church. So I feel honored that his wife asked me to play the piano for his memorial service, but I'm nervous about it because I want to honor him, and I don't want to fall apart and make a fool of myself. So anyway, that is all to say I don't know if I will get to the collage this weekend. I'm going to try to do it after this video, but we'll see. So that was a lot of rambling today. I hope you were crafting or, doing something that you enjoy doing while you listen to me talk about digitals and plans and whatnot. So things to look forward to in the pretty pink cottage. Thank you again for your support, and I will see you very soon, and have a creative day today. Bye-bye.